Please look around you. People is seeking for help, but you let them helplessly. This question is for you. Did you know about it? About silent killer that's slowly killing people until they're willingly to take their own life. Yes, depression could kill anybody. Today, I'm gonna talk about depression and how to save a life. But first, before we getting into the topic, let me tell you why I'm choosing this topic. It is because our people is close-minded about the depressions. They thought that depression is a mental illness that can be cured. Some people call people that having depressions a crazy person. It's not a crazy. They are not crazy. They are just having mental illness that can be cured. There's still a hope. Firstly, let me tell you what depression is all about. Depression is a common and serious medical illness that negatively affects how you feel, the way you think, and how you act. But that is not the reasons why we should give up on our life. It is because depression is treatable. There is still a hope. According to National Health and Morbidity Survey, in 2018, there are about 5 million adolescents in Malaysia, and 1 in 5 adolescents is struggling with depression, 2 in 5 with anxious, and 1 in 10 with stress. I will insert the statistic later. Let's talk about the symptoms. There are 2 stages of depressions, mild and severe. I will start with mild depression stage first. Mild stage is chronic low-grade depression. The symptoms are restless, sleep problems, changes in weight or appetite, low energy, reduced motivations, sadness, feeling hopeless, and trouble concentrating. Done with mild depressions. Now let's move on to severe depressions. Severe depression is basically a break from a reality. The symptoms are extreme anxiety, physical immobility, and delusions or hallucinations. So basically, severe depression is your imaginations that nobody can see but you. So we are done with the symptoms. Meanwhile, we need to know about the causes too. What is the causes of this illness? Let's start with the highest risk. Family history. This is because of the genetic. Like we all know, chromosome having genetic that brings from our parents, both sides, maybe your father and your mother. It will be combined into one chromosome. Secondly, early childhood trauma. Some events affect the way body reacts to fear and stressful situations. Like example, a child that raised by abusive parents will develop a mental health because brain development is occur mostly at young age. Next is brain structure. There's greater risk for depression if the frontal lobe of your brain is less active, because we need to use all of part from our brain, because all of the part have their own functions in our life. There are some people that have medical conditions like chronic illness, insomnia, chronic pain, and ADHD. This group of people is having a risk for getting depressions. This is because of stress development in their brain, because of their thoughts and their imagination. For the last causes is drugs. History of drugs or alcohol misuse can affect your risk. This is because alcohol and drugs can damage your brain cells. It is not healthy for your mental health. In addition, we need to have effort in prevention and treatment. It is never too late because better late than never. How to prevent depressions? There's a lot of ways you can do. Find ways to handle stress and improve your self-confidence. Take a good care of yourself. get enough sleep, eat well, exercise regularly, and reach out to family or your friends when time gets hurt. Prevention is so important because prevent is better than cure. It is because you have to put yourself in safe zone. Don't put yourself in a trouble. Let's say we can prevent it from happening. Don't worry, we have alternatives like treatments. For example, psychotherapy for depression treatment. Psychotherapy treatment is basically talking to your psychologist about your problems, your thoughts, your imaginations, and all about your illness. Second treatment, we also can do TMS treatment. TMS treatment is stand for transcranial magnetic stimulations. This therapy is basically a magnetic energy pulses at the regions of the brain that are involved in mood. But it is not paid. It painlessly through the skull and the stimulate brain cells. Next is alternative and complementary treatment for depression. This treatment is include vitamin and herbal supplements like acupuncture and relaxation technique. Depressions can be cured not only with clinical prescriptive but can be cured too with traditional treatment like meditation and relaxations. So basically, it is so important for us to control our mind, like for having bad thoughts or imagination that never can be real in this reality life. For anyone that have depressions or struggling with mental health, please don't feel alone because you are not alone. We're getting this through together. We have many ways to prevent, treatments, and handling the problem. There's still a hope. Please don't give up. To sum up, it is important to be alert in this case because depression is a killer to someone that's struggling with it. Depression is an illness that could be cured. Spending money on therapy sessions is better than spending money on the funeral of someone that was cried for help but left helplessly. Listening to their problem is better than attending their funeral. That's all for me.